Welcome to this Candoo Learning video. Today we are covering iPhone basics. My name is Christian. I'm part of the Candoo team and I'm leading today's lesson. Here's what we will cover today. We're going to learn the basics of the iPhone, how to lock and unlock your phone, how to use the home screen, connect to Wi-Fi, adjust the brightness, send a text message, dial a phone number, add a contact, and finally, answering a phone call. A lot to cover, so let's dive right on in. This is what an iPhone will look like when you are using a newer model without a home button. Like we see on the left-hand side of the screen, the front of the phone really has the front camera. It has some buttons on the left-hand side for the ringer on-off, two buttons that are closer together for volume up and down. On the opposite side, we just have the sleep-wake button, and on the bottom we have the charging port. Keep in mind that these button locations might vary depending on newer models that you will have, but for the most part, these button locations are fairly consistent across all models. On the back, like we see on the right-hand side, we have the rear camera. If you have an iPhone with a home button, here's what it'll look like. It'll look identical. The only difference is that this home button right on the bottom portion will exist. So this is a button on the top of the phone or front facing that you'll use for either Touch ID, or if you press it, it will take you to the home screen, and we'll discuss that as well. To power off your phone, you most likely will just need to press and hold the side button and either volume button until sliders appear. This is what that looks like. You'll take your finger and slide that white circle with the power symbol in there and slide it to the right. That will power off your phone. So the volume up and down button are right there listed on the top picture. You simply press either button to manually adjust the volume up or down. And the ringer, which is really a manual way to just silence any alerts, can be either lifted towards you or away from you. And depending on which location you have, your phone screen will show you. You'll get a notification saying if it's ringer on or ringer silenced. To charge your phone, you use the cable that your phone came with and you plug it down in the bottom. We recommend charging it whenever you see the battery going low, and to keep the battery fully charged so that when you're away, it doesn't lose its battery power. The home screen is what you'll see when the phone is unlocked, and it will have indicators like a dashboard, things like a battery symbol like we see on the left-hand side here. And on the right-hand side, you'll see these pictures that look like apps, or they're tools called apps, and you tap on them to use them. Right here on the right side, we have the Photos app highlighted. On the bottom of the screen, you might see some pre-installed apps such as Safari, which is this compass-looking icon on the left. You'll also see the Mail app, which allows you to create or set up an existing email address so that you can read messages and send messages all on your phone. Wi-Fi is an important connection to still be able to use your phone especially if you don't have a data plan or if your data signal is fairly weak. This is common when inside of buildings. To connect to Wi-Fi, we look for settings. This is on the left, we have the settings icon. And when we go to settings, we look for the Wi-Fi symbol, which is highlighted on the right-hand side. We tap on the Wi-Fi button. We want to make sure that that button next to Wi-Fi is green. That means it's enabled, it's active. You'll then need to know the name of the Wi-Fi network that you'd like to connect to. If there's a padlock, this means you'll need to know a password in order to connect to it. Once you have entered that password using the keyboard that appears, you'll tap on the Join button on the top right corner of your screen. If you have the correct password, you'll be connected. The brightness of your screen is important to be at a comfortable level. Here on the left, we have an arrow showing how to pull up the control center. This is a quick access shortcut menu, which if you drag your finger down as indicated with the arrow on the left-hand side, you'll then be able to see a slider with a light bulb or a sun, and you can raise, using your finger, raise the light part up to raise the brightness or down to lower it. If you have an iPhone with a home button, you simply will then drag your finger upwards, I'd say about halfway, and then you'll have the control options appear from the bottom up with the brightness controls available, just like with the newer models. To send a text message, we'll look for the Messages app. This is located, it could be on the bottom of your screen like this, or it could be somewhere else, depending on how your home screen is set up. But this is what the icon will look like. It's a text bubble against a green backdrop. When you tap on the Messages icon, to send a brand new message, you look for this pencil and square icon. You tap on it and you'll enter a phone number for another mobile device, another smartphone that can receive text messages. In this example, we have Candoo Text saved as a contact, so we just type in Candoo Tech, and then middle of the screen, we'll use the on-screen keyboard to type a message and tap on the green arrow right to the right of it here to send it. There it is highlighted. To make a call, we go ahead and look for the icon with the phone that is against a green backdrop. You can look for the keypad symbol highlighted there on the left and enter manually the phone number that you'd like to dial, and then press the phone symbol to initiate the call. You can also call from contacts, which if you open your contacts app, look for the person's name or the entry. In this example, we have Candoo Tech. You'll then be able to just tap on the phone number that appears and dial them that way. This is especially convenient if you don't know the person's phone number off the top of your head. Here is the Contacts app icon. So if you ever need to add a contact or review what's saved in your contacts, you look for this symbol here on the left-hand side. It has that the silhouette of a person with the colored tabs. On the right side screen with the picture, we'll then press the plus sign to add a new contact. Just like with the physical phone books, we'll add an entry. We can add a first name, a last name, a phone number, and so on and so forth. You can add a photo by pressing or tapping add a photo for that contact, so you can visually see who that contact pertains to. Here we've entered Candoo Tech as a company contact, and we'll go ahead and tap done in the top right corner to save that entry. Finally, to answer a phone call that you are receiving, your screen might appear like is shown on the left side of the screen here, and you'll take that circle with the phone symbol inside, and you'll just drag your finger to the right to answer, or you'll tap on the green icon to accept. So either one of these options will appear, and I believe it just depends if your phone is locked or unlocked when the call is incoming. That is the presentation for today. If you have an iPhone, we look forward to seeing you practice, and reach out to us to see if you'd like to try a session or learn more about our services here at Candoo Tech. Thank you very much for joining today's video. Have a great day.